So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's nice. He's had it taken off him.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Passing is crisp and sharp, looking tidy in possession here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Burn promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Arda Güler. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and he's had it nicked away. Nicely weighted ball. That pass isn't the best. Taken back almost at once. Merino. Oh, that's a key interception. Now he's off and running.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Now that's well seen too. Bellingham. Gundogan. And he cuts out the supply. Burn spots it and intercepts. Carvajal. Javi Guerra. Now this could be a chance. Güler. Javi Guerra. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Dumfries. Dumfries was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gundogan. Bellingham. Here's Haaland. Gundogan. With Rudiger. And it's Rudiger. That ball looks a good one. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, that looks a decent ball. Vitinha. That's been slipped through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Hakimi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Sima. And a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Almiron goes short. Almiron's cross. And now they can spring out of defence. Bellingham. Merino. Hakimi. He's picked his way through. Turns and goes back. Isak. Now it's Almiron. That is good alertness. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Carvajal, aimed in towards the centre. Dumfries getting this one clear. It's gone for a throw-in.
Đây là bốn. Đứng lên.
Haaland received. Haaland! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Javi Guerra does really well to win the ball there. He's on it, can he get away? He's shifting through the gears here. No way through, so back it comes. Gundogan. Goulet. Merino. That's an imaginative pass. Neatly clipped into space. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
He's in a great position here. Now, can they get him away?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Now it's Isak. Vitinha. Bellingham. Out to the right. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, shooting chance!
Bị chưa? Đợi đi vào kia, đợi một tí.
And he knows it. Dumfries. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And the ball is out of play.
substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's a threatening ball.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Shot could be on. And it's Arda Güler. There's the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, River Plate have always been considered the uptown club amongst those in the Argentine capital, but the supporters, believe me, are no less passionate or loud. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Van der Ven promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Baggio. Baggio looking to penetrate, and he's had a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Rafinha with the short one. River Plate have the chance to go the other way. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he shoots! Brilliant from Sorloth! A finish of true class! And it's River Plate who go in front. Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to play him in. Tries to pass it through. Takes a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Cafu. That's very neat. And Deco! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And it's Deco. Rafinha receives it in a good position here. Nicely aimed pass. Van der Ven calmly anticipates. Eto'o. Lovely feet. Rafinha. Great vision. Distributed tidily. And he's picked it up out wide. And the counter is on. And it's been played through. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is... Oh, what a climb! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Can he get on the end of this? Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Seedorf. Aimed beyond the defence. Big chance! Goal! Nil! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Lille go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Saliba. Cafu. Rafinha looking to be a menace in the final third. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's gone backward here. Seedorf! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Lille have their third corner. Rafinha plays it short. He's having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So their fourth corner of the game. And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Sorloth. Sorloth. Saliba cuts out the pass. Mbappe. And the shot! He's got it all! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
River Plate are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Gives it back. Lille looking to pass their way through. Mbappe. That is good alertness. Van de Ven. Hazard. There's the whistle for half-time. Lille are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And so we're off again.
Lille clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Back into the middle. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, this is a great position. He's in space and looking for options. Driving through the middle. Sorloth. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Rijkaard. And he's managed to get free. Deco. And he's in on goal. Played out to the right. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, good spread. Hazard can see things others simply cannot. Eto'o looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And this is Roberto Baggio. Very nicely done. And this is Eto'o. Mbappe. Just about up to the hour now. He has found the way through. Lovely bit of skill. Looking to go deep. That could spell... And the finish! Goal! River Plate! And the comeback is complete. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Cambio en el River Plate. Número 17.
River Plate choosing to make the first change.
Número 4.
Pedro Neto coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
River Plate get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't...
Shot, surely! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cambio en el River Plate. Número
They're up to 5
41.
corners now.
Número 10. Messi. Número 7. Entran. Número 38.
Tries to get it clear.
Número 11. Número 20.
And now they can spring out of defence. That's Sorloth. Pedro Neto is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And he's lost his man here. There's the shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And here's Valverde. That's a good ball out wide. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's Bellingham. That's tidy. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Goes for a shot! That's a little off target. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
He's found a way through. And the shot! Goal! River Plate! And they're back in front. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
juego en el River Plate. Número 15.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. River Plate take the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra.
Oh, he's been caught on. Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Van Dijk getting this one clear.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And this is Kagawa. In by Kagawa.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here.
Se van a jugar 4 minutos de compensación.
And he's quick to get it clear again. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass somewhat off target. Little pass back. Now it's Inzaghi. And that's it. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Señoras y señores,
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Lille never quite got to grips with this game, Peter. They looked slow and cumbersome in trying to counter much sharper opposition. Shocking, really.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto?
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
And they're back on the ball again. Tries to play it through. Face to face, and the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And the finish! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Kagawa running with the ball. Seedorf. Costa Curta. And it's Seedorf. Eto'o. And this is Roberto Baggio. That's good play. There's the shot! Lacking in accuracy. Not the most accurate pass. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Always onto this. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Roberto Baggio. Baggio was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Seedorf. Deco. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Kagawa. Kagawa going face-to-face with his great rival.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Gets into some space. Shot a goal! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And this is Eto'o. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Iniesta. Rafinha did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Baggio. And here's Baggio. Good pressure, determined, intense. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Seedorf. And here's Baggio. And that's a good ball. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Can he get it through? Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Roberto Baggio. Otto. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well seen, saw that coming. Iniesta tries to pass it through, and there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, shooting chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. He's looking wide. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Seedorf. And this is Roberto Baggio. Danger averted for now. And here's Baggio. Cafu. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he shoots! And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the action is back on the way. So the first half brought no goals. Back into the middle. Kagawa. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played into space. Nicely worked. Deco. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Lovely ball and a real... And a chance! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Lille have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Under an awful lot of pressure. And here's Iniesta.
Lille are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Rafinha. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Eto'o. Strokes it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
And this is Roberto Baggio. Little pass back. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Closing in on goal. And he's there to belt it away. Seedorf. And this is Kagawa. Very nicely done. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And he's chosen to go back. Deco. Some really good ball movement. Now there's a fine ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, the defence just the goalkeeper to beat. And he's certainly onside here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Passes short and sharp. Rafinha, and this is Eto'o. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. He's tried one! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Otto. Oh, that was vital.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Baggio. Looking to play him in. Takes a shot! And this is Eto'o. Roberto Shot, surely! Goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Lille are doing very... He's got tall! Harmlessly behind.
Substitution on the field, number 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Kagawa. Coming on the field, number 4, Fernandez.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
Number 9. Substitutions taking place.
Now this could be a chance. And he's intervened well there. Pedri. Bellingham. Pedri. Now it's Eto'o. And this is Inzaghi. Inzaghi! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And he's had it nicked away. Seedorf can see things, others simply cannot. Eto'o
has been indicated.
Now, can they get him away? Lille finding their passes. Now it's Hernandez. No, that's been intercepted. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Lille are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Played out towards the right wing. Pinches it off him. Tries to play it through. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kagawa.
Seedorf.
Dink through. Oh, he's bustling through here. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, some tackle that. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Great defending, strong and determined. Pirlo was in no mood for any of that. And he's had it nicked away. Rafinha. Cafu. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Stood up well to him there.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And here's Baggio. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Cafu. Van der Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
He is through here. Casillas claims it without any fuss. This looks promising. And Hullet! And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
And no, that was never going to make it. Can he get it through? That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Deco. Threads one in. Goes forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Eto'o. And this is Roberto Baggio. Oh, no joy this time. Engages and forces him off the ball. Saka has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Now it's Saka.
Seedorf.
Rafinha. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Seedorf.
And here's Baggio. Little pass back. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Bale. He's got away. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Bale really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ball's out once more. And here's Yamal. Chooses to go crossfield. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Yamal. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Van de Ven. Deco. And it's Kagawa. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Roberto, big chance! Good efforts, and it is right on half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Di non perdere di vista i propri bambini durante la partita, per la loro sicurezza.
And we're off again. So neither side has yet broken through. Now it's Bale. Can he get on the end of this? Rafinha.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
He's found a way through. There's the header! And yes, it's there! The second half sparked straight into life. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Saliba wins the duel this time. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, perfectly measured that. Look at the space here. No way through, so back it comes. Lille still this single goal behind. That's been slipped through. Bullet! Goal! 2 to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Shot a goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan are looking to break at pace.
Seedorf.
Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's a little off target. Vieira. Saka has it out wide and in space. An instinctive delivery.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Kagawa. That's a sharp pass. And Rafinha. Van de Ven gives no quarter whatsoever. Eto'o. Deco. And it's Seedorf. Time and again they are repelled.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
And the cross comes in. In with the challenge. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafinha. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! And he hits the net. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10. Numero
So,
19.
time for changes on
Numero
both
22.
sides, actually.
Numero 21.
Lille
Pirlo.
get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
He's chosen to go back. Bellingham, expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Lille really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Here's and a chance! In for the pieces! No mistake! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Oh, well played, well played. Bellingham. Deco. Well read, nice interception. And it's Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. And he's managed to get free. Vieira. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Haaland. Knocks it into space. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day.